Hello YouTube, this is Subtype R and this is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Back on again, still on day 2 of snowed in, stranded in the house. So again we're going to create some more content for our Euro Truck Simulator 2 channel. We are playing this profile here. We're at level 9 and we've driven 6,573 kilometers and explored 4.15% of the roads of the maps and done 12 deliveries. Our last delivery was a really nice earner and it was from Brest in northwest France across to Folkstone in the southeast of England via Calais and Dover on the Euro channel. We are currently, as you can see, running Pro Mods 2.25 and using a Logitech G910 keyboard with Logitech G29 steering wheel, gear shift and pedals. We've also got the Logitech G502 mouse and track IR. This is Huesca in Spain, which we recently visited in one of our other videos, and the scenery was as nice, although it was night time when we were down there. And we took a load from there going all the way back up to Nantes in France. What the plan is, we've done 11 videos now and we've earned a nice little pot of money from driver for hire. So the plan is we're going to do maybe another 4 videos as driver for hire and then purchase our own cab and show you the next part of this interesting game. We currently have just over £90,000 and level 9. Let's have a quick look at the progress history. As you can see there, we are around about 2,000 XP off our next level 10, so that'll probably take 2 or possibly 3 trips. And we're starting to progress on. World map will show you the route we've just done, which was from Brest in northwest France, across, we dropped down to Rennes, and then back up towards Le Havre, around past Palouel, and then up to Calais where we jumped on the Euro shuttle across to Dover, and then into Folkstone, and that was our last trip. Let's have a quick look at one other thing. On progress history, this will give you the full details of your last trip. So last trip, there you go, medical vaccines. We made £21,000, 599 there on that trip, and 1,541 XP in 513 miles. We're going to go on to show you the skills. We've now got level 2 long distance, high value and fragile cargo. And we're going to go and see if we can get another job and see if we can get it from Folkstone. At least this area. So let's have a look and see what jobs we've got in Folkstone. We've got a job from Folkstone to Wexford, which is not a bad trip to be honest. Or we can go Folkstone to Belfast. Bit of a longer trip, but I think we'll take the young seedlings and do that one, because that's going to definitely earn us the most. Although saying that, if we do Folkstone to Antwerp, it then covers us into another city. But we'll do the Folkstone to Wexford. Light trailer, 3 tons only. And we've probably got a nice big meaty Merc on the front, 510 brake horsepower. And we're going to be crossing out of Fishguard, Abergwan, and going across to Wexford, Loch Garman. So this is going to show Ireland as well, or a little bit of Ireland. So we'll take that job. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Vestmannaja. Looks like that's in Scandinavia. There's a nice ferry in the background and a nice sailing ship there as well. As you can see, we are currently in the Mercedes at Folkstone. If we look over to our left, there's the trailer we've just dropped off. So So that FLE trailer we've just dropped off, and make sure we've got our number plates changed over. So there you go, YS59 OSW, no new cab, triaxle, engine's already running. There's my headlights, there's my four-way flashers. Let's have a quick look. Brake lights, yeah, they're working, and reversers, yep, reversers are working. So glance around, make sure all the lights are working. We're all fully hooked up. So let's have a look at our main beams. There you go. Main beams, horn. Yep, horn works. We're all ready to go. Turn the four flashers off, turn the lights off. And it's 1:15 Sunday. 513 miles ahead of it, and we'll jump back in the cab and head across to Wexford. I think that's probably the best option. Make sure we've got everything. Everything's there, working good. Adjust this seat slightly. Try and get comfy. We're going to be going out over there. Drop it into gear. Handbrake off. Off we go. On a trailer on our right hand drive vehicle, because we're back in the UK. Drive on the left in the UK, as you're already aware. Sunday traffic should be quiet up around London, hopefully. Weather outside, if anybody's been following this and watching all the videos in order, we've had severe snowstorms. Currently we're on a red alert, a red weather warning alert, which basically translates into fear of life. So don't make any unnecessary journeys. Personally glad that I'm only journeying out on the simulator today, as I would not like to be facing the weather outside. It is absolutely Arctic. The others earlier on thought I definitely saw a polar bear walk past the front house. Front of the house, followed closely by several penguins, and our new neighbours have turned out to be Eskimos. So welcome to the neighbourhood, our new neighbours, the Eskimos, the polar bears and the penguins. So we'll just run round the outside of the Channel Tunnel here. Over to our right would be the Channel Tunnel. Looks like we haven't got the radio on at the moment, that's alright. Let's check our fuel. We've got just over half a tank, that should be enough. And looking at our driver's hours, got plenty of driver's hours, we've had some rest. And off we go to Wexford and Ireland. We're trying to make these journeys as different as possible, so you get to see all of Europe and see as many different places as we can visit. Drop the engine braking on. Through the tunnels underneath the M20. We haven't been actually into Dover itself. We came into Folkstone, which is where the Eurotunnel enters and exits, and we haven't been exactly into Calais yet, as the Eurotunnel doesn't go right into Calais. It's on the outskirts. Quickly pop out of there. Nice to have only 3 tons on the back. These things can really shift when you have to take off. You can feel the difference when you're driving them. I want to say congratulations to Kev Noon for purchasing his first truck on his Euro Truck Simulator. He's bought a nice Volvo. Looks like it's something on fire over there. Hopefully we'll get to see what's on fire over there. That was very nice of that motorist. I think I give him a bit of a fright coming up to that junction a little bit quickly. See if we can spot what's on fire, if anything. Oh, looks like there's been a crash on the M20. Hopefully we'll join after that and not get held up in any tailbacks. There's definitely a car on fire or something. Yeah, oh, it's so maybe overheated. Let's hope everybody was alright, got out okay. If you have had to venture out and travel today, let's hope you've all got home safely to your loved ones and you're all nicely home and tucked up in a nice warm house. You can only feel sympathy and sorry for all these people that are having to live rough out on the streets, as it must be absolutely Baltic. Not always down to their own fault, but I know there's a good number of charities out there that can help them, and let's hope they get the help they need tonight. Being a Sunday, we would probably expect to see on these roads a lot of European vehicles turning towards the ports, especially if they're heading back into and through France, as it certainly used to be. France used to have a HGV ban at the weekend where no heavy goods vehicle that was carrying perishable or immediate supplies was allowed to travel on a weekend. So you'd see all these HGVs parked up either at Dover or main ports waiting to go back, staying on this side as much as they can to avoid that weekend ban. That's what you would find. 456 miles to go. We've got a police car in front, and we're just coming up to the M20. If you look over to the left, that would be the Eurostar line. It would go from Ashford and Kent all the way through to London. If we're lucky, we may see one go past. Speed camera on my left, another local government cash machine. The M20 normally comes up with the M25, and then you would run around the Dartford crossing, which is a toll bridge. It looks like we're going to go off here. M25 around the south of it, or maybe the route planners at SCS and ProMods have got the map a little bit slightly wrong. M25, Seven Oaks and Chelmsford. No, that looks about right. My mistake. It does look like we're going to run around the south of the M25, which I suppose is not surprising. Nice little black Suzuki in front. Oh, nearly got him. We're actually through the lights, so we could probably progress on, but we'll wait here until they turn back to green, which they're going to do. A good place to stop your Land Rover. It's about the only thing that would move around out there tonight is your big hefty four-wheel drives. Me personally got a Volkswagen Crafter van for work. Rear-wheel drive and absolutely no use at all in the snow, especially as it doesn't carry a lot of weight on the back end. So ideal drift machine if you want it to be. Not so good at going forwards when the slippy stuff turns up. And I've got another vehicle which is a rare 2017 Subaru Impreza WRX STI in red, which is apparently a rare combination. Only a certain amount of colour, only a certain amount of cars were ever built in that colour, and Subaru decided not to make them in that colour anymore, so quite privileged to get that one. I believe it was one of the last ones to be sold in the UK to myself. This is the M25. This is what was commonly known as the Magic Roundabout, and the world's largest car park. As this is probably one of the most heavily congested roads in the UK, closely followed by probably the A1, and then after that I would probably say M4, and then probably bottom end of this M6. If we were to go off left down here towards the M26, we would literally find Gatwick Airport. And as you go around, if we carry on round to the M4, you would turn right down M4 towards central London, and you would find the Heathrow Airport, which is 2 of 4 London airports. One of them being City Airport, which is right bang on the side of the Thames, down by the Docklands, and then you also have Luton Airport, which is more out of the way, and oh, I forgot about Stansted as well up on the M11. So there's actually 5 decent sized airports in London. City Airport, more for your smaller aircraft, still jetliners get in there and turboprops, stuff like that, aircraft that go out to Guernsey and Jersey and places like that, and into France even, I believe there's a connection to Paris, and Stansted, Luton is also your more holiday makers airports, should I say. You've got EasyJet and the likes, Thompson, places like that, flying out of them airports to your holiday destinations. Gatwick and Heathrow being your 2 main airports which service the big flights, continental Europe, continental America. Not that long ago, a year and a bit ago, we were travelling from Heathrow out to Mexico. We went out to Cancun for 16 days, and to be honest, Heathrow is a nice airport. It's big, it could be easily confusing and it could get easily lost, but to be honest, as long as you watch the signs and you've got plenty of time to get to your flight, generally it's okay, it's quite nice. And we were really lucky, we flew with Aero Mexico, and we had a new 787 Dreamliner, and it was a really quiet flight on the way out, so we got a row of seats to ourselves each, which really made the flight comfortable. And we got to Cancun really fresh. We had a stopover in Mexico City, changed flights, jumped on a little commute down to Cancun, and it was absolutely fantastic, really good. Recommend Cancun to anybody. It is a long way to travel, but by God, value for money wise, it was really good. For what we paid to go to Cancun, it would have, for what we would have paid to go for a fortnight in self-catering in Portugal, we could have had two actual holidays in Cancun. This was in the school holidays, so obviously it is a little bit more expensive in the school holidays, but you know, it's still a place. People are friendly. The place is really good. You can go and see one of the 7 wonders of the world, and really people should go and visit Cancun. This year, I think we are hoping to go away. I don't think we'll be going to Cancun. Hopefully looking at maybe going to, we might be tempted to go to Egypt, or possibly somewhere in Africa, which would be really nice if we could organise that. As to be honest, these further destinational flights, or the longer destinations are actually as cheap, if not cheaper, than going to your general holiday resorts in mainland Europe, or any of the islands for that matter. Obviously there is good deals about, so keep your eyes on the internet and see if you can spot any, and if you can, I recommend go for it. Uh, 341 miles left. We're running up to Fishguard, which is a port I've never been out of. It's a new one on me. This Mercedes is pulling this trailer really nicely, although we've got very little load on it. We are going to cross the 100,000 mark with the rewards, as long as we don't get caught speeding or crashing. There's a new Subaru Volvo way past. Quite a nice car, quite like the Subarus. It's a shame Subaru have announced that the WRX STIs will no longer be sold in the UK, and there'll be no UK models manufactured. So if you want a new one, it's going to have to be a grey import from Japan, which I believe a few companies can still do, and it's a possibility that when our company replace mine, we may have to take that option. Although I do like a few other marks of models around, makes and models of other manufacturers, so we'll see what happens when the time comes. But at the minute it's just over a year old, and it's absolutely running fantastic. Wife's been to work on it today, and she got there yesterday. No dramas, no hassles. 4-wheel drive system just handled the snow and icy conditions all in its stride. So yeah, big thumbs up for the Subaru. Nicely powerful car when you need it, and can be quite sensible and refined when you just want to get from A to B as safe as you can. If you do want a Subaru and a Isuzu and live in the northwest, I would recommend going to Stan Palmer's. It's in Carlisle. Really good dealership, really good bunch of guys there who will do bend over backwards to help you out. It's not all about car sales to them, it's about customer retention, and obviously you can go in and have a look, see if there's anything you fancy. If you need your vehicle serviced, have a word with a guy called Rob Ossel. He's probably one of the best mechanics in the country at the moment for Subaru and Isuzu. Really recommend him, and again, a really nice guy, offers advice, and it's all about the love of the cars rather than the love of the money. So we got 297 miles to rock. It looked like the England team coach going there the other way. We have got enough fuel, and move out here to get past this slower HGV. Of course, 293 miles also includes the ferry crossing to Wexford, across the island, and so we can probably get it down to run about what, maybe 200 miles, 100 miles maybe, 150 miles say. A bit of a race on here. This is where the problems come, when one driver won't let you slow down just a little bit just to let you past. They keep you out, and you get a build up of cars behind you, and you think it's all down to yourself. And we hope he's not going to Bristol or Birmingham, as he's got no chance of getting out there. He's gone off by the looks of it. Yeah. Still on the M4, South Wales. If we peeled off left there, we'd be onto the M5, down towards Plymouth, and then we could jump on the ferry to Roscoff and be back across to Brest. If we went M5 on the northbound, we'd end up in Birmingham. Still haven't had anybody tell me what that great big building is in front of us there, the one that looks like a golf ball on top of a tee. Might be a monument to the Ryder Cup, or because I believe there is a big golf centre down this way. that is used quite a bit by some of the big golf competitions. See, I haven't done a lot of work down this area, so my knowledge on this area is not as good as what it could be. We are going to slow it down a little bit though, so we go across this bridge. We're not taking the pennies out of our pocket by the government cash machine on the left there. I believe this is the 7 crossing, and at one point, in fact it might still be for all I know, it was told. And I think at one point, if you were in an HGV and you were heading across, it was something like £25 to cross the bridge. But the one thing, you only paid one way. You only paid on the way into Wales. You didn't actually pay the toll coming out of Wales. There's the border for Wales. Welcome to Wales, Croeso I Guam, or something like that. I'm not good at the Welsh accent or the language. The one thing you'll notice in Wales is the all the road signs and destination boards have the English and the Welsh translation, which is fantastic. So as you go down the road, you'll see the road sign slow, and the Welsh translation for that is araf, and you'll see that on the roads as well. Obviously Wales has that very famous railway station. I won't attempt to pronounce it, but it's something like Rill. No, I'm joking. It's shortened down to LPG. The Goch. If there is any Welsh viewers and you want to type that onto the comment box, or even leave a video comment on how you would pronounce that, please do so. We try to make these videos as educational as possible, and spreading the good word of the Welsh language is obviously an educational tool. There's a nice big double-decker coach coming past us. He's limited to 62 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour. He's got about 20 kilometers an hour over the top of us. We've still got plenty of fuel. We still don't need any brakes as yet, game wise. Gonna attempt to move out if we can. Just bully that car a little bit. As the AI traffic sometimes don't give way to you and force you off junctions that you don't really want to be on. 20 to 8 on a Sunday night, and we've got a little over 200 miles to go, including the ferry crossing. Sun's out, going to be a nice sunset, so hopefully we shall have a nice evening crossing to Ireland, although it can be some of the roughest seas you've ever seen in your life. And I've done Holyhead to Dublin to Holyhead a few times. I've done Ken Ryan to Larne a couple of times, and if you haven't got your sea legs, then I would definitely take a few seasickness pills before you travel. Or alternatively, there is a home remedy that you can use, and that's if you do suffer seasickness, get yourself, when you get on the ferry, go straight to the restaurant, order yourself 2 slices of toast with nothing else on but strawberry jam, and that strawberry jam and that toast will not actually stop you from being seasick, but it tastes a lot nicer on the way back up than what any other meal would. So still running down through Wales. Another government cash machine on the left. There's a few on this M4. general rule for speed cameras was they have to be visible by being painted yellow and must be seen by the motorway or by the motorist, and also on top of that they must be signposted in the area so you're aware of them and you know that they're on that motorway. The speed limits have to be posted as well, and the other thing is they have to be placed in a place of an accident black spot. So for instance, if I believe there has to have been at least 3 fatal accidents or a few fatal accidents or life-changing events, which will then trigger the Speed Safety Partnership to come along, put a camera in and start taking money out of your back pocket because you weren't clever enough to slow down when you saw the camera. The one thing I would say though is, to me, I don't mind the speed cameras if they save people's lives and do the job, fantastic. The one thing I do object to is the speed camera vans. If the speed camera vans are there and they're signposted and they're on a bit of road where they can be seen and they're physically slowing traffic down, all good and so. But oh look, Subaru Levorg again in grey. If they're just there to make money from motorists by being hidden from view and the motorist doesn't see them, then I'm sorry, but don't agree with them at all. Really don't agree with them. If they're a safety feature, then yep, like I say, they should be there. But if they're just there to catch people out by being hidden behind signs or behind parked vehicles or whatever, then no. I think they're just a cash generating device for Speed Camera Partnership. Even though they say they're non-profit, obviously everybody there takes a wage. So they're taking a wage, they're paying bills. In my eyes, they are taking money to pay themselves. Whether that's right or wrong, that's up for you to decide. But like I say, if they're there in a place of danger and it's slowing traffic down and it's going to save lives, yep, all for it. But if they're just hiding away collecting tickets, then totally disagree with it. I don't see what lesson is learned by giving somebody a speeding ticket for doing the act or acting on the speed after they've done it, rather than being totally visible and totally in sight, giving them a chance to slow down and giving them the fear of God in the future that camera van could be sitting at the junction again and they should slow down for that bit of road. But this is our wonderful government coming and partnerships, speed partnerships, coming up with these wonderful plans. So that's my opinion on that subject. Leave your comments below if you have a different one. Yes, like I say, totally agree, they do work in slowing cars down, but they have to be seen to be able to work. And when you see them parked up, hidden away, that's when I take issue, as that is obviously a cash generating tool rather than a safety tool. So we are 128 miles from our destination. The ferry crossing is approximately, if I remember rightly, 3 hours. Oh, we've got one coming past, we'll let him in. Is he going in? Yep. Don't brake on me, fella. Did slow down to let you in. Put my headlights on. As it's now nearly 9:30. It is 9:30. Let's have a quick summary. We've still got a quarter tank of fuel. We're still travelling. We got caught. Damn it! Didn't see that one at all. Like I say, I was speeding, so I'll take that one on the chin. Too busy concentrating on talking to yourselves. That's my own fault, but I don't mind. Yous are all worth it. But it is a good show or a good thing to show that how easy you can be distracted in a vehicle talking to passengers or talking on your mobile phone, which is illegal and you shouldn't be doing it, but it does demonstrate the fact of I wonder who's going to back off here. Well, that was a bit naughty of the policeman. It does go to show that, you know, it does, your driving is affected. And I'm sitting here looking at the screen talking into a headset, so there you go. It just goes to show. So here we go. There's my colleague in the background, Poppy. She wants her 2 penneth worth in. And if I'd had the dog when I was driving trucks and trailers, I would have been tempted to take her with me. Although carrying food items, which is what I used to haul, I don't think it would have been a very good image of the company if I'd done that. So here we go, last little bit up towards Fishguard. A few roundabouts on this road. Well, I don't know why he did that. I was clearly in front of him. I was on the roundabout. And in the UK, when you're on the roundabout, you've got right of way. So either he was a European driver, or AI, or as I like to say, AI traffic, sometimes not as intelligent as what a real driver would have been. Or maybe the driving standards of real drivers are just a little bit higher than the AI stuff. Hope you all agree with me. I couldn't have done anything about that, apart from maybe driving a little bit slower coming onto that roundabout. Good wick, and we dig. Although they'll probably find the Welsh pronounce the W slightly different. A little bit disappointed in the AI traffic there, because we were doing alright. We were going to get a decent run on that. We're not that far off our destination, only 90 miles, and that includes the ferry crossing. So this guy's tired already. You can hear the yawn starting. We should be alright to get to where we're going. These roundabouts are really tight. The Shell station off to our left there. This is Fishguard coming up. There's the ferries. Tell you what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to call in this little garage. See if we can make some repairs. To the truck after we're being hit. Let's have a look. So at this point, you would pull onto the spanner and hit truck maintenance and repairs. And as it says there, great drive always keeps a vehicle in top condition. We've got a bit of damage on the chassis, the cab, the wheels, the engine. Craigie's done £2,655 worth of damage. Luckily it's all covered by the employer. So we'll put them to rights, go back, and we'll not modify this cab. It's not our cab, so we'll not spend our money on it. Although we're going to have to reverse out. 4-wheel flashers on. Let's see if we can get out of here without hitting anything else. Not a great way of doing this, reversing onto a main road. In fact, it's totally illegal. But needs must. flashes off. Got enough fuel, so we don't need fuel. Police car go, glad he didn't see we're reversing out. Right at the roundabout, left at the second one. St David's off to our left there. Patron saint of Wales, St David. There's Port and Porth Ocean Lab. That must be a new site that's going to be introduced at some point. There's the same for Fishguard. And just carry on up here. Ferry terminal. There's all the lights in the local hotels and that. I'd imagine it's quite popular for tourists. There's all the cars waiting to go onto the ferry across the island. There we go, 20 miles an hour. Follow this road round and onto the ferry. Carefully over the speed bumps and onto the ferry we go, and then we just park on here. And from Fishguard, I believe there is only one destination, well, in the game at least. Fishguard to Rosslare, 3 hours and 9 minutes, £240, which will be covered by your employer. So there we go, and we'll do that trip now. That's Polaris Lines, Rhone, and we're now in Wexford. So let's get going before this guy falls asleep. Drive on the left, of course we will. We've only got 17 miles to go. If we can find a rest area, we might just take it actually. There you go, there's the Irish translation, the Gaelic, all routes. American Truck Simulator, World of Trucks, Euro Truck Simulator 2. And we'll take the Dublin Road, the N25 out of here. Out of Rosslare. 3 hours is not enough time to get your legal break, and obviously Euro Trip Simulator knows that, so that's why they have not been reset. That's just a fuel station, so we'll carry on. Make sure nobody crosses there. Carry on out of here. Main beam's on. Don't think we're far off, 10 miles to go, so we should be able to make this. He hasn't started closing his eyes yet, although I can't see it being far off. I think we were getting some rest on the ferry. Getting a few black coffees and getting himself sorted. You gonna pull out as well? No? Good man. They obviously drive better in Ireland than they do in the UK. Roundabout here, this is where we go straight over. There's Limerick off to the left. Daft's up here as well. We'll get to hopefully discover Daft. Nice big signpost. There's Wexford discovered, that's good. There's Daft Truck Dealers discovered, and I believe we're turning in right here. I've got a feeling we're going to park down here, down the side here. That's the one. Right. Right, okay. park this up, we'll go past, turn around and come back out. Spin it round in here, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Nice big area to spin round in. So that was a monster truck there. Car up on a hoist. Let's see how we get on. We're going to jackknife it over a little bit. That's good. You would never stretch your Susie and your cables this far in real life. There again, sat-nav would have, or somebody would have directed you onto the bay the easiest way, which would have been obviously around the other side of the building. And then once we're in the space, there we go. We'll stop there, handbrake on, engine off, drop the trailer, and that's us done for another trip. We said the trip's satisfactory, 449 miles. 14 hours and 3 minutes, 266 litres of fuel used. We've gained another 9,319 pounds. We've got 1,217 pounds of proficiency bonus. I'll start looking at the right figures in a minute. Long distance delivery bonus of 450 pounds. And a damage penalty of 1,201 pounds deducted. Give them a total of 9,785 pounds. Which might just scrape over the 100,000 mark, and we've earned 724 XP with another 181 XP for long distance, 40 XP for parking the trailer, and unfortunately they've deducted 115 XP for that Volvo driving into the side of her. So presently we have still got to get another probably 1200 XP before we get up to level 10, but we should be able to do that possibly on the next trip. I'd like to thank you all for watching. We hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. And my name's Subtype R. If you do enjoy them, please leave a message in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe for more videos to come, and also more information on the convoys and the live streams we're about to run, and also the other games we're going to look at, which are Grand Theft Auto 5 and Flight Simulator, as well as Train Mechanic Simulator. So until next time, thank you very much, and stay safe and warm. Speak later. Thanks. Bye.